cash out refinance or HELOC, home equity line of credit. If you have a property, a rental, and you have a bunch of equity in it, or it's paid off, what is the better option, right? I don't know if there's one better option. I think either one is probably better than just kind of having money in there, doing nothing. So there's pros and cons to both, right? So cash out refinance, obviously the pro is you have the money and it's ready to deploy whenever, right? It's just sitting in your bank account. So that's definitely a pro, and I think a huge pro. The con, though, is you're paying interest on that money monthly, and you're just paying the mortgage on the property. So you're paying interest that you wouldn't have to pay if the money was still in there, right? So that's definitely a con, mostly if you're not redeploying that money right away, right? Because you're technically losing money on it. But again, if this is a rental and it's cash flowing, sweet, well, then who cares, right? You're not paying the interest, you're tenant. It's one way of looking at it. Still, you don't want to be doing that, but either way. HELOC, pros and cons. So the pro is there's no monthly payment if you're not using the money, right? The money's just sitting there ready for whenever you need it, right? So if it takes you 3 to 4 months to find a deal, well, you're not paying 3 to 4 months of interest, and you only start paying the interest once you redeploy the capital, and at that point, you should be getting a bigger return on it. So that interest doesn't really matter that much. But one of the huge cons with a HELOC or a line of credit or anything like that, the money is not in your account, right? It's the bank's holding it, and they may decide not to give it to you. And let's just say that shit hits the fan. Well, they can be like, oh, sorry, you can't pull any money out of your home equity line of credit right now because of the market conditions, right? So in that example, could it happen? Sure. Will it happen? No one knows, right? But I've heard that can be a deal with HELOCs. I haven't had it happen to me personally, but from what I've heard, banks can't do that, right? So that would suck, right? Because if we go in times of uncertainty and there's good deals to be had, you would much rather have that money. Obviously, if you do a HELOC or a cash out refinance, you're still a step ahead of the guy that didn't do anything and just has all his equity in the house. But having that cash out refi and that money in your bank is a much better option, right? And that's if you're investing with someone or investing yourself or whatever the case may be. I think a cash out refinance, me personally, just my opinion, right or wrong, I don't know. I think it's right. But cash out refinance is the better option because, like I said, it's a rental. So the tenant's paying for that mortgage and that interest, and that money is ready to deploy whenever you find that right deal, right? Maybe it's 2 months, maybe it's 6 months. Yeah, you lose a little bit of interest, but you're ready to pounce on that deal with a good offer right away. You're not scrambling to, do a cash out refinance or do a HELOC. That money's already there, ready for you whenever the deal comes around. So hope this video helped. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know.